Hello, it's Mike once again, back this time with tip number 21 and a half out of our 100 top tips, tools, and life lessons from the Insight One Awakening Heart Seminar. And I decided to do one more on the comfort zone and go a bit beyond what I spoke about in my last message. And really look at that dynamic that occurs when we stretch our comfort zones and our relationship to the part of us that naturally wants to grow, the part of us that naturally wants to expand ourselves, that naturally wants more freedom in our life, and wants to experience more of who we are and more of life. And then that other aspect that's kind of pushing back the counterforce of fear, that seems to sit at that edge of the comfort zone. And what happens inside of us in that dynamic when that voice of fear comes up and those feelings of anxiousness or trepidation when we're sitting at the edge of our comfort zone. In our Insight 2 seminar, many of you know, we actually work with that voice of fear. We give it a name. We call it the limiting character. And the relationship between the expanded character, and I don't want to go too much in the Insight 2 seminar, but the expanded character, the natural part of us that wants to grow and keep expanding, and that limiting character that wants to hold us in, and the dynamic between those two. And I don't think any of us, I certainly include myself, there's not anybody in the world that doesn't consistently come up against their comfort zone as they make choices that move beyond what they've done before. I think what we experience, though, is when we're willing to kind of recognize that voice of fear or concern for what it is. Because what oftentimes happens is once we move through that comfort zone and we take the action and we move through and actually do the thing that we say we're going to do, we realize that that voice was simply something that was based in something that wasn't really real. We sometimes say that fear is false expectations appearing real. And when we have the willingness to move through that and not let that voice stop us, we then have the experience of having more confidence, of being more expansive, and also feeling freer because now with a bigger comfort zone, we have more to choose from. So I invite you to notice when you're about to take a new action or step out of your comfort zone, to notice the voice. You can acknowledge it, but remember what the voice is. It's not really a real voice. It's really something that's trying to hold you into a place because it's misguided in terms of its perception that if it holds you in the comfort zone, that somehow you'll be safer. So again, thank you for listening. Check out Insight Boston at insightboston.org or our global community at insightseminars.org. And please check out what's happening in your local Insight community. Have a great day.